Hey guys, welcome to another video. If you've been here before, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, welcome to Roberto's Journals. In today's video, I am continuing on with my Invisalign journey. And can you believe it? It's already been 4 weeks. We're a month in my Invisalign already and another 11 months to go until we are completely finished with my smile journey. Well, I hope we are anyway. So I'd like to share with you what's happened in the past 4 weeks. And some updates for you as well, especially with some comments that I received from previous video. I can't wait to share with you guys. So let's get started. So first of all, I'd like to talk to you about how settled I feel with my Invisalign. I can't comfortably and confidently say to you guys that I feel really super settled with my Invisalign yet, because I mean, I've only had them in for a month and I feel like I'm still kind of chopping and changing my routine with how I clean my teeth with the Invisalign in, how often I take my Invisalign in and out to have my meals and drinks during the day. So at the moment, because I don't have a solid routine yet, I don't feel like I'm properly settled as much as I was with braces. But then again, I did have braces for a very long time. So I don't feel as settled, but I don't see it as a bad point because I know that it's going to come. So some of the updates I'm going to share with you, even in this video about setting a timer and stuff, it's things like this which you get used to over time. So I feel like this month, although I'm not settled, I'm settled with the techniques and the routine that I know I would like to use in the future. And then I think I'll start feeling settled thereafter. But at the moment, I'm still in the adjustment phase of having the Invisalign in. So my Invisalign are yet to cause me any discomfort still. I suppose I'm very fortunate that my teeth are kind of used to the discomfort from when I had braces, and my teeth are used to having that pressure being felt against something, so an external force. So whether that be the wire or whether it be the aligner, I think my teeth are just used to it already. But I haven't felt any discomfort yet with my Invisalign. But one thing I will share with you guys is when I change into these ones, so this is tray number 5, because the first one was that initial Invisalign. So this is officially my 4th Invisalign that I've got in. So one thing I will share with you guys is when I changed to this one a couple of days ago, when I had my first meal, my dinner, and I chewed on my food, I could feel it a little bit sensitive on this side, on my bottom jaw set of teeth. It was a little bit sensitive, but after a couple of chews with my dinner, it completely went away. So I suppose it was something that was a little bit minor. And again, my teeth are probably used to it by now as well. So I haven't had, sorry, I'm just walking down some steps here, so I might be looking down a couple of times. So one thing is there hasn't been any major movement with my teeth yet. Now, when I say major movements, I'm talking about something that's really obvious. If I share with you guys, even you guys are gonna think, oh my goodness, that's so different to how it was before. But there has been one movement which I'm really, really happy about. And for those of you who have actually stuck around for a very long time, you'll know that this canine here has been so stubborn that it hasn't wanted to move for a very long time. But it's moved. So Invisalign must be doing its thing. I mean, my braces was doing its thing before I got the Invisalign anyway, and I got super excited. And then when I changed to Invisalign, it kind of went back. But now the Invisalign has actually done its job and it's moved it. So let me take this off quickly and I can show you. So, can you see here? Look, can you see that there's a gap there? Guys, there's a gap. There's a gap. There's a gap. A gap. Oh my goodness, for those of you just joining, watching these videos of mine, you might think that I'm totally super weird, but those of you that have been here for a while, you would know my frustration with this canine, and it just hasn't moved for such a long time, but it's moved and I'm so happy about it. So like I mentioned, there's no major changes, anything that's so obvious, but there has been this change here where the canine has moved, meaning that there is a gap now in between. For me, that's a win, and I suppose any kind of movement in my teeth is a win anyway, but I'm super happy with that. Right, so let me put this back in quick. So I'm using my phone as a mirror. It's quite difficult doing this one-handed. Okay, well, I'm going back down the stairs again. Right, so talking about big movements, I remember when I had my braces, I started to see big changes even within month 1. But then again, I don't know if it's because my teeth were so crowded, my teeth were so unaligned that any small movement with my teeth during the first month would have seemed like such a huge and obvious movement. So in my first month with Invisalign, I don't think I'm going to experience as much change because my teeth are already pretty aligned as it is. So my question to you guys is really, when did you start seeing movement with your Invisalign? When you have Invisalign, like how crowded or unaligned were your teeth? How long did it take you to start see change or obvious change with your Invisalign? I'm a patient guy anyway with my teeth. I mean, this journey has started so long ago, April last year. So it'll be coming up to 2 years this April. So much has happened in such a long period of time that, to be honest, I don't mind when it's going to happen. I'm in it now. I'm used to it. So I'm just curious to know how long it's taken for you guys to see any obvious change. And I just thought of something else actually just now. I haven't compared my first aligner with this aligner here. I might do that in my next video actually, just so I can see for myself. I want to see if there's any obvious differences between aligner 1 to aligner 5. Yeah, I might do that actually. Thank you to everyone who mentioned to me or advised me and gave me a tip about having to use a timer when taking my Invisalign out. This is such an incredible piece of advice. I have to share it with you guys. Thank you to everyone who mentioned it. So whenever I take my Invisalign out now, on my watch or on my phone, I put half an hour timer in. So that leaves me with half an hour to eat, drink, do whatever I want, where I shouldn't have my aligners in. So have my breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, drinks, whatever. And then the half an hour timer will remind me to put my Invisalign back in. Now, if I'm not ready to put my Invisalign back in yet, after that half an hour, I just repeat the alarm. I repeat the timer. But on the second timer, which will be an hour, that's when I know that I can't wait any longer. I have to put my Invisalign back in. So what I'd do is I'd repeat this for breakfast, lunch and dinner. So if you think about it, if I do 2 timers, so an hour each time, for breakfast, lunch and dinner, by the end of the day, I would have had my aligners out for 3 hours maximum. Now, not every meal do I keep them out for the hour. Sometimes it's just a half an hour, but it's a good way to keep you on track, because one day you might find that you've had them in for longer than 3 hours, or you've stayed at the 2 hours, but it helps you keep consistent with making sure that your Invisalign are out for the correct amount of time that they should be. Now, I want to give a special shout out to Larissa and Kelly for your comments that you shared with me on my previous video. They are so incredible. I've benefited so much from it, as much as the timer advice, tip, suggestion, that I have to share this with you guys and anyone who is starting their Invisalign journey or even in their Invisalign journey. I'd highly recommend these things to you guys as well. Now, first of all, I want to talk about Colgate Wisps. I don't have any with me whilst I'm walking out and about, and I don't have any at home because I keep them at work. But Colgate Wisps, oh my goodness. If you could have seen my face when I read this comment about the Colgate Wisps, I was such in shock that I've never heard of these before, ever. And I Googled them and I thought I had to buy them instantly. They are incredible. Colgate Wisps are pretty much a disposable toothbrush which has toothpaste built into the toothbrush, and on the opposite end of the toothbrush it's got like a sharper end which you can use to kind of pick in between your teeth, which does your interdental cleaning. They are incredible, and I wish I knew about these way before when I had my braces in. Even up until before I found out about the Colgate Wisps, I used to have this case, this like dental toothbrush case that I used to always bring with me to work, and inside I'd have my manual toothbrush, toothpaste, all my interdental brushes for in and around my teeth, mouthwash. Oh my goodness, it's a whole situation that I bring with me just to clean my teeth after my lunches when I'm out and about, whether it be at work or during my off days, whatever. I can't believe that I've only just found out about these Colgate Wisps now, and I wish I had them before. I do agree they're not entirely environmentally friendly. I am all about saving the planet and all. I do agree that they're not too environmentally friendly, but they're so fit for purpose. So I do keep some of them at work now in my drawer next to my desk, so that if ever I do need to use them, they're available there for me to use them. But my other alternative that I use as part of my routine now, oh my goodness, Kelly, flossing. I can't believe anyone new coming to this channel and seeing me so excited about stuff to do with teeth. You guys must think I'm so loco. Well, I think I am loco, but anyway, I like it. So flossing. I cannot believe I did not think about flossing up until I read this comment about floss. Now, I have a feeling I know why I never thought about flossing, and that's because when I had my braces in, obviously I had the wire in it. This sun is really annoying, isn't it? How do I, there we go. So, actually, do you know what, I'm just gonna turn around. Right, where were we? Flossing. The reason why I think I never thought about floss before is because with the wire on my teeth when I had braces, it's near to impossible to floss your teeth. You can still floss your teeth with braces, but it is such a chore. I admire anyone who flosses with braces because you have to thread the floss in and around your teeth where the gaps are. It's insane. I tried to do it, lost patience, and decided against it, and I just used a water pick instead. But my goodness, I think that's why I never thought of it before, because it was just never an option. But now that I don't have the wire in place and I've got my Invisalign, I didn't even think to go back to considering floss. So part of my routine now would be after I finish having my lunch, I would rinse my mouth out with water, swish it around everywhere to try and get all of the bits of food in and between my teeth away from in and between my teeth. So I'd usually just swish, 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 swish. If I'm in the bathroom, I'd spit the water out. Otherwise, I'd just swallow the water like I used to do when I had braces. So I'd continue to do that with the water, and when I believe I've managed to get as much of the food out as possible, I would then use floss. So it means I don't have to do a whole brushing of my teeth technique. I don't have to use all the interdental brushes to get in and everywhere. The floss does its job, and it is so incredible. It takes no time whatsoever. I mean, when I brush my teeth, it probably takes me a good five minutes. This whole routine of me brushing my teeth, then putting the aligners in and everything. It's just, I mean, I sound like I'm complaining about it, but I'm so used to it. But when I've changed it now to use floss instead, it's a game changer because it takes a fraction of the time. It is incredible. So guys, my recommendation to you would be to have both readily available to you. So always have the Colgate Wisps, or failing Colgate Wisps, have a case with you where you've got your manual toothbrush and all your interdentals, however you wish. Have that ready, but also have floss. These are my two recommendations to you guys. Now remember, I'm only sharing my experience with you about how I'm getting on with my journey and what best fits with my lifestyle. You guys need to remember that we're all different people. We all have different jobs. We all have different ways of living. Our circumstances are completely different. That you need to find what fits you and what best works for you, that you keep consistent with it. Test out so many different ways that will help you maintain your Invisalign routine with taking them out and having your food and having your drink and putting them back in. Find what best works for you and then stick with it. I'm just so happy that I think I found mine now, and that hopefully in a couple of months time I'll still be doing the exact same thing that I've just shared with you that I've started to do now. Okay guys, so there is my first month with Invisalign update. Thank you so much for watching and for sticking around for the journey. The journey is only just beginning. There's still so many more videos to come, and I can't wait to share and document my experiences for myself and for you guys too. Now, the whole purpose of having Invisalign in the first place, number one, is to align your teeth towards your perfect smile. Now, apart from my, what I call a win with my stubborn tooth and that having have moved, there is still so much to do with aligning my teeth to get it to the point that I saw on that graphic on the computer, on Sarah's computer. There is still so much to go, so many more movements to make until my teeth get to that stage. So I cannot wait to share it all with you guys. Stick around for the journey, stick around for the ride. Whether you're joining me for the first time or if you've been around for a while, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, make sure you do hit that subscribe button below if you want to keep updated with my journey and to follow my journey with me. I'd love to have you and to keep me company along this ride. As always, any tips, suggestions, any pieces of advice that you want to share with me, put them in the comment below. And I really wholeheartedly do mean this. I would never have been able to create this routine that I've got now if it weren't for some recent comments that have been made. So please, 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 any experiences that you guys have had, anything that you've learned from having Invisalign, put them in the comments below. I read and reply to every single one. And I love interacting with you guys too. All right, so month one, tick. Another 10 to go. I think it is, yeah, it's 11 months total, I think. No, 50 weeks. Okay, 1 month done, 11 to go. Let's just call it a whole year. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate every single one of you guys. Remember to be kind, and I'll see you on the next one. Ciao.